Yes, you made it. This is the official podcast of the Female Way. We are a movement. We are here to make a difference in the world. And you can feel the butterflies in your belly right now. Be the change you want to see in the world. And let's make the impossible possible. You are here as an inspiration. You motivate others around you. We're in it together, babe. Let's do this. Super welcome. If I'm really honest with you, it has been a deep desire for many years. But there was this little voice in my head telling me that it was not possible for me, it was an illusion. Yet, somehow I felt in my heart that there's a shift going on. That something profoundly is changing in the world. Or you can see it in another way. It's just an opportunity we did not research yet so far. Today I'm going to speak with you about something truly extraordinary, truly something new. It is something new paradigm, not for all the women, but for some of you. You will feel it in your belly. You will feel butterflies. You will feel that there is an opportunity for you. You will just know. After this podcast, you know if this is something you would like in your life right now. If this is something you have been longing for as well since a long time. And you will know if it's possible or not. Feminine Way, Wealth and Wellbeing. My name is Humita Premila, and today I'm going to take you on a journey of abundance and money, how to be a prosperous woman, my favorite money affirmations I'm going to share with you. And one I've learned from an amazing woman, Melanie and Layer. One is my ex-boyfriend who told me that, and I made my mantra out of it. And the third one is a surprise. I will share that with you as well. It's where to start. I have so much to share that I'm like, So let me start with the end. When life brought me to my knees because of severe illness, I was not able to work. I actually was not able to get out of my bed. And that was not a couple of days. I was in my bed for weeks. And if you are an entrepreneur, most of us work in a way that when we put energy in, that's how we get, the boat going. That's how we get the energy going. That's how we make money. When you're a coach, you literally have to show up, coach the person in order to make an income. Of course, when you are an artist, making paintings, or you're a healer, or you're a consultant as an entrepreneur, or maybe, there are so many different flavors of entrepreneurship, but they all have one thing in common. It's you. And most of us, we don't have an insurance for when we are not able to work, when we're not able to provide an income for ourselves. And I know, I'm coaching people since more than a decade. I know that all of us are dealing with the same. Sometimes it's hard to keep our pants up. Let's be honest. Let's be just raw and honest. Sometimes it keeps us awake at night. Sometimes it gives us stress. Our nervous system gets challenged, imbalance. And that's not good for our health and well-being. And I knew from the beginning that there was another way, but I couldn't get my finger on it. And I was always too busy with running my business, being successful, showing myself, instead of investigating this new paradigm of feminine way wealth. And of course, life is very generous. Life is always supporting me. Life is always showing me where to go. Life is always, if I'm unable to listen to the whisper of my soul, then life gives me a shout out. The only thing is, it's often in the hard way. Boom. On my knees, literally. I was in Bali, living in Bali, my head on the tiles because I was so hot, fever, 41 degrees. The tiles were the coolest place I could find. So I would just be on the tiles with my forehead touching the earth in complete surrendering. When I heard feminine way wealth and well-being, I'm like, yes, of course. And then the magical story, the first day I arrived in Bali, I met two amazing human beings, a daughter and a mother, who make a living in the field of well-being, connecting with people, sharing, supporting, a sisterhood of prosperity. And that's what feminine way, wealth, and well-being is. Don't you have the longing to wake up to a bank account where money came in during the night while you were sleeping? And that was not because you put your energy in or your efforts or you made something happen or you coached a client or you worked for a company or whatever. You went out there. No, none of that. In the structure of feminine way wealth, you are a part of a community. Your work gets showcased. And I hear you thinking now, does that mean that I'm not the only one doing sales for my own work? Indeed, my love. I always liked to do the sales for other person because I'm just very good in doing sales. Because sales is, if you like it, it's very natural. I mean, I'm so fond of my work. I want everyone in the world to know and to hear. So that's also what I do for other people. I have clients who I work with, and their work is out of this world. But they're so insecure and they so don't like to bring their work out. Give it to me, baby. Let me do it. So now finally there is a platform. Listen. There is a platform where you can show your art and your coaching and your online trainings and your Ayurvedic treatments and your retreats. Did I say that already? Your retreats all over the world. Your painting course, your music course, your drum course, whatever it is. How cool is that? And in that platform, we build this sisterhood of prosperity. And what connects us even more, we support each other, we share, and we create this sisterhood of prosperity by focusing on well-being. And that's what we're going to spread into the world. We put ourselves first, how we feel, how we move, our sensuality, embracing our feminine in a way we've never done before, and that's what we're going to bring out. by being and living by example. And I feel it in every cell of my body. But my new best friends, the mother and daughter, Leah and Judith, they're in the business for already 20 years, approximately 20 years. And now I developed this platform, which is an added value to the Feminine Way Wealth and Wellbeing ID. And all of a sudden, everything fall into places. It's complete. I really feel that I'm on something really big. And I'm going to be honest with you. For me, it's also new. I mean, like I said in the beginning, it's been a huge, huge desire. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I dreamt about it. I dreamt about it. I longed for it. I mean, and like I said, you know, it's something you always postpone. There are always things that come first. Till the moment that I mean, you can do without income for a couple of weeks, a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months. But if it takes years, and that was the thought running through my mind. I'm like, and don't get me wrong, I mean, I could go to my parents and friends, but hey, we don't want that. We're independent, strong, beautiful entrepreneurs. We built our business with awareness. But when I was on my knees, the thought crossed my mind, like, what if? What if? And then I thought, for sure there is another way. For sure there is another way. And then it just came to me, new paradigm of income, new paradigm of making revenue. Connecting was a very strong one. Connecting, sharing, supporting, true sisterhood, trusting, and believing that there's another way. And that last part is very, very, very crucial. Because it requires confidence, worthiness, and love for yourself. If there's a lack in any of these fields, then this is not for you. Got to be very, very honest with you. Because we're the first. It's a new paradigm concept. And why and how I know so certain is I did something similar 11, 12 years ago. Same new paradigm, same new like leaders in front, you know, being the first one, being the impact leaders basically. Different, that the concept is completely different, so same, different. Yet, I know that from that time and that experience, I was leading this whole concept. It was for certain women. And what was the same, it was not me inviting, it was me leading by example, being the impact leader, and the women who would resonate with my energy would just come up to me like, hey, I want what you have. I want to be in there. And I tell you something, the women I was in that project at that time, so 12 years ago, are still my best friends. 3 of them launched $1 million business. I have a few who are also in the project who live all over the world. So you also connect to amazing sisters. So you have an amazing network, international. I learned so much. It was one of the best decisions. So sounds mysterious, huh? If I share it in this way. And maybe it is. Maybe it is. You know, when something new comes, whether it's the internet, mobile phone, AI, you know how it goes. People are afraid for change. Well, I tell you something, nothing will ever stay the same. Everything is evolving. I mean, change is always going on. But somehow, change goes along with fear. And yet, look at the mobile phone, AI, and internet and all of that. You can't stop it. In the beginning, you're like, no, this is not possible. This is insane. It's a scam. It's this, it's that. You know, all the stories from the mind. Yet, there are always a few who right away dive into it, embrace it, see it as an opportunity, and they go for it. This is exactly the same. Feminine way, wealth, and well-being is for the ones who are ready for overnight income, who want to work 2 hours a day, who want to be a part of an amazing sisterhood, who want to create a foundation built on love, sharing, connection, sisterhood, unconditional support. And they want to soothe their nervous system. And this is one of my biggest longings. Oh, relax, make love in the morning, visit my parents on a Monday. That's tomorrow. I'm going to visit them during the day. Listen to the whisper of my soul. Listen to what my body needs. Wealth and well-being in her highest forms. And I'm going to be very honest with you. I love money. And money loves me. So let me share my favorite 3 abundance mantras. So the first one is, I'm a money maker person. And this mantra was literally given to me by my ex-boyfriend. He noticed at a very young age already that I always had money. There was money everywhere. So everywhere in the house where we were living, there was money. Like in cans, in boxes. I always had money. I had like 4 bank accounts already at a young age. And I was just very good in making money. I felt like a money maker. And I truly believed. I'm like, I make money everywhere I go. Easy and with grace. So I did. Second mantra, money in my hands is good for the world. This one I did not make up myself, but a powerful affirmation. This one is a very powerful affirmation, which I learned from the legendary Melanie and Layer. Thank you, sister. Money is my best friend. Everything I spend will come back to me. I adore spending money because I adore spending money because it loves to be spent by me. And the most important thing, it always comes back tenfold. And I truly believe that. So, thank me later. But if you start to use these mantras, expect magic. And I love to hear from you. What is happening in your life? And how this lands for you. So, because this is, like I was sharing, it's a new initiative. And for some, it awakens an opportunity and the butterflies in the belly. And for some, they're like, nah, not my cup of tea. If you feel the butterfly, you can reach out. And then we're going to see if you're a match. I will tell you more. And using the mantras, start with that. It is a belief. Money is so beautiful. It gives you, if you can look at it as a tool to the things you want in life, to the things you want to create, money really helps me to serve my clients even better, to establish a surrounding where I can thrive. And when I thrive, I benefit, but you benefit, and the world benefits. Can you see how it works? When I have the money I like, I can create a journey which gives me the tools to serve even better. I create a house where I can invite my family and my friends and my beloved. That's amazing. And when I do that, I become a happier person. When I become a happier person, I can create more. When I can create more, I create a field to live up my mission. And my mission is filled with serving the world. So you see how everything is connected. And money is the energy what makes everything happen. What makes everything possible. For me, for you, for everyone. Wow, this was a very exciting podcast. I hope you enjoyed it as much as me. If something resonates, do not hesitate. We can have a little chat. And who knows, maybe you wake up one day to thousands of dollars, euros, rupiahs, depending on which country you're living. For now, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to your heart. More to come. Sending you much, much love. P.S. I will record a podcast in the future. How I went from broke to thousands. And I was not broke only one time. But that's for another one. See you soon. Yes, thank you for listening. I'm really honored to have you here. If you have a little time and you like the podcast, I would really appreciate to have a 5-star from you. Because when we get 5 stars, it's more easy for other women to find this podcast. So we really appreciate that. Thank you. And I just launched my new website, www.humita.nl. And if you like to know how to work with me or have a little info, go to the section courses or coaching or about me and let me know what you think. I see you next time. Bye bye.